Sup, it's Hallie. Welcome back to Pages of Life. When we last left off, we were on, year 2, I guess it is. And now we're gonna go visit a restaurant with these friendly faces. Oh, they fixed this in an update, but I didn't download the update, so it's gonna continue to be broken.
Bye, hon!
Have fun!
Oh yeah, girls' night out!
But it's not even noon yet.
Yuri, it's your 20th birthday! Lighten up, have some fun!
I can't believe you two confiscated my book. Along with my spare.
Come on, guys, we haven't had the chance to just hang out together like this in months! I don't want to waste it bickering at each other. And we all agreed to go out for lunch, not watch you read a book, Yuri.
Sorry. We started walking towards downtown.
So, how's it feel to be married? I'm still getting used to having Antagonist as a last name.
I am impressed that the two of you are already moved out and living on your own. Even with your combined incomes, I would think it would be difficult to afford to do that.
Yeah, fortunately MC was able to get a decent enough job through his dad. But we still need my stupid minimum wage job just to make ends meet.
None of us are doing particularly well with jobs right now. I'm currently working at my favorite bookstore. I was such a regular they quickly hired me after I applied. Natsuki is working as a cashier at a grocery store. Sayori is a greeter at one of those big we sell everything stores. They're all dead-end minimum wage jobs, but they're better than nothing.
Boy howdy.
I'm still living at home with my mother. The money I saved from my job the past year is being spent on night classes that I just started. I still have no real clue as to what I want to do. I'm just taking general credit courses. Natsuki is also still living with her dad. I haven't heard if she plans to move out or is attending community college yet. Sayori and MC, of course, are just trying to get by living on their own together. While I am happy for them, I do worry a bit about their long-term plans, if they even have any. Monica left to attend a very nice college out of state just a couple months after graduation. Besides the occasional phone call or text, I haven't heard much from her.
Okay, Sayori, I just gotta know. How long until the patter of little feet?
Natsuki?
What? I thought you had a bun in the oven when you got engaged, but I kept my mouth shut then. In hindsight, I was obviously wrong, but now that you've been married a couple months, I want to know. We've talked about it, of course. But we're planning on waiting until we're more financially secure before we start having kids. I better make it a good plan. My Aunt Doris said the same thing, and her son was born less than a year later.
She playfully nudges Sayori in the ribs. Sayori tries to keep a straight face, but soon breaks into a laugh.
Of course, it could be I won't be the first of us to have a baby. What about you two? Anything going on I should know about?
I nervously fiddle with my hair. The closest I've had to a date so far was when a guy that looked to be 3 times my age gave me his phone number while I was riding the bus. I just threw it away after I got off and hoped to never see him again.
Oh yes, between working 40-plus hours on the weekend, swing shift, and my dad who thinks I'm still 12, I'm out partying every night. Although Yuri looks like she has something embarrassing to say.
I also haven't met anyone yet. I haven't gone out on a single date, which precludes me from having a serious relationship like that.
You haven't gone out once since high school?
I've never been asked out, even during high school.
But I've seen guys look at you. Honestly, I find it embarrassing that they literally look over me in order to check you out or when we're together.
But except for the occasional crude remark or catcall, that is it.
I never knew. I thought you were just too shy to accept and had been breaking guys' hearts left and right.
I look down at the ground. I wish. It's hard, dating. It seems like the kind of thing that should be easy. You see someone you like, ask them if they want to go out. If they're interested, they say yes. And then you go somewhere and have fun together. I watched people do it all the time while in high school. But I've never been able to do it myself. The thought of telling someone that I feel that way about them is frightening.
You're just shy.
Just shy. That's like saying the sun is just a star. But shyness is only half the problem. Guys don't ask me out either.
Never?
I remember the bus. Well, there was an old creep on the bus once.
How much older? Maybe you could get rich being a trophy wife.
I frowned at her. I doubt that guy on the bus was secretly rich. Even if he was, that sounds like an even lonelier life to me than being single. Natsuki sees the look on our faces.
I was only kidding, jeez. I wish I had some sort of advice to give you guys. Yeah, it's kind of late for us to make a childhood friend to date. You make it sound like it was easy. But it's been hard making our relationship work. As much as we love each other, we have our differences. And even though we're now married, it hasn't made things easier.
How did Monica do it? Why was she so popular?
She may have been popular, but I don't remember her ever going out with anyone. She never had a serious boyfriend while we were in the club together, at least.
That's because she always turned everyone down. Before joining the literature club, I watched the popular kids in high school to try and figure out why they were popular. Try to figure out how they made friends so easily. After joining the club and making friends with all of you, I kept an eye on Monica. It made no sense, though. She was friendly, but didn't seem to go out of her way to attract attention. Yet the students would just go up to her and try to be her friend, if not outright confess to her.
I think the difference is your nose is always in a book. It makes you seem unapproachable.
But I saw guys go up to her while she was obviously busy with a school assignment. I don't think my reading is any different. It was like she had some magic that I couldn't replicate.
Can I take your order?
Yeah, I'd like a burger. Make that 2 burgers and a medium root beer. 2 burgers? I'm hungry.
I can't resist joining Natsuki and teasing Sayori a little bit. Are you certain you don't want a burger for yourself and another for her? I give her belly a knowing look.
I'm not
She stops suddenly, realizing what she was about to shout in a public space.
I'm not pregnant.
Natsuki and I just grin at her.
I'll have 1 burger and a cola.
I'll have 1 chicken sandwich and a lemonade, please. We pay for our meals.
Your order numbers are 55, 56, and 57.
Looking at Sayori, I suspect we might have gone a little too far. Best to change the subject. Speaking of Monica, have either of you heard from her recently? I'd hoped to see her at the wedding, but since she didn't come home for summer...
Actually, she wrote a fairly long letter and included it in the wedding card she mailed to MC and I. She is working on a mechanical engineering degree of all things and said she is enjoying most of her classes.
Order up.
We get our meals and go sit down at a table.
Mechanical engineering? Given she was president of the literature club, I always pictured her getting an English degree or something. But she was also in debate and didn't she play tennis? So I guess she has lots of interests.
I don't remember if Monica played tennis or not, though I could easily picture her doing so.
Well, that's what her letter said, said she is studying. She says the only class she didn't like was a computer programming class. Almost everything she did in it ended up with unexpected results that she had trouble fixing. She was happy to pass that class with just a C, which apparently is her first one since grade school.
I nervously remember being satisfied with C's in high school. I now regret not taking my schoolwork as seriously as I should have. If I had known, I would probably be writing a scholarship at a good school myself now. I look at Sayori and Natsuki. Of course, then I would be separated from my friends, and probably lonely. No wonder I can't get a date. I can barely make regular friends. If Monica hadn't handed me a flyer for the literature club, I likely would be completely alone now. Even after joining the club, it wasn't easy to figure out how to interact with the others. And honestly, if Sayori and Natsuki weren't so outgoing. I enjoy solitude, but the idea of being alone all my life worries me. Did Monica say how she was doing?
Like I said, except for that one computer class, she's still getting straight A's.
No, not her academics. Did she mention how she was doing personally? I mean, she stayed at college over the summer even though you got married then. Why? Does she have a job she's working at? Does she have a boyfriend?
I don't know, the letter didn't say. Although from what I know of her, I would guess she's taking extra classes over the summer to complete her degree faster. She's always been a bit of an overachiever. Or if so, I hope she doesn't end up burning herself out.
She checks her phone.
Speaking of which, I'm going to have to leave now or I'll be late for work.
I was the only one that hadn't eaten all their food. Looking at my sandwich, I decide it's not worth finishing. We bus our table and leave.
I'm certain Monica's doing fine at college. She can handle practically anything.
I don't know. It's like you said, she's always been a bit of an overachiever. I think she started the literature club in order to have a quiet place to unwind. Don't get me wrong, the sense of peace and safety the literature club provided was a big draw to me, and I suspect the rest of you as well. But Monica once said the politics of the major clubs is why she quit debate. I think it became too much for her. I'm concerned that without something like the literature club that college may become too much for her as well. She's human like everyone else. We all have limits.
Maybe we should call her and see how she's doing.
I'm a little surprised to hear the suggestion come from Natsuki rather than Sayori.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Who wants to do it?
I shrink back a bit and hope one of the other two will volunteer. While I haven't used a phone, I dislike doing so. For me, talking on the phone is all the awkwardness of an in-person conversation without any of the benefits.
Well, Yuri is the obvious choice.
Me? Why me?
Well, it's your birthday. So you doing it will seem less like we're calling just to check on her.
Even though that's what we're doing.
Well, yeah. We wouldn't even be worrying about this if we called or texted her more often. I can't believe we're so out of touch with her already. It's only been a little over a year since she left. We promised we'd stay friends forever.
I sigh. She's right. I'm even the one that pushed for us staying friends after high school. I take out my phone and look through my contacts. I am frustrated with myself for being so nervous. It's Monica, a close friend I spent time with almost every day senior year. There is no reason to feel uncomfortable for calling her. But I do. I mentally grit my teeth and press the call button.
You've reached Monica. Leave a message.
I end the call. I already feel so awkward just calling and I don't see the point in leaving a message. Voicemail.
She's probably in the middle of a class.
I startle a bit as my phone rings. I check the caller ID. It's Monica. I answer the call.
Hey Yuri, sorry I didn't answer right away. I was studying in the library when you called and I didn't want to disturb anyone.
Oh, well if now isn't a good time.
Honestly, I could really use a break. So what's going on?
I put my phone on speakerphone for the others. Nothing is really going on. I just finished having a birthday lunch with Sayori and Natsuki. We were thinking about you and wondering how you were doing.
Hey, Monica! Sayori ate for two today. I'm not pregnant. Methinks the lady dog protests too much. Only because you keep bringing it up. Sorry, I just thought it was funny.
I think Natsuki realizes she's taken the joke too far. Sayori does look pretty upset.
I'm just tired of you suggesting it all the time.
So you can see how we're doing here. How are things for you there?
Didn't Sayori tell you about the letter I sent her? I did, but all you wrote about was your classes. What are you doing besides schoolwork? Honestly, that's been pretty much it. I know there's a cliche of college kids partying all the time, but I'm not one of them. I haven't joined a sorority. I don't have a boyfriend. I don't go to parties. I've even been taking extra classes to try to stave off the time it will take to earn my degree. That's why I didn't return home for the summer.
I frown at hearing this. It does sound like Monica is overextending herself. Well, be certain to make time for yourself. It is important to stop and smell the roses, as they say.
Yeah, you won't be happy if you do nothing but work. You need to take a break, spend time with friends, and actually have some fun.
Why do you think I left the library to call Harry back when I saw the call? I needed a break and reconnecting with friends. Even just a quick chat over the phone is fun. So I'm really glad you called. I feel bad about not staying in touch with all of you like I should.
You're not the only one at fault. I mean, it's not like our fingers are broken or something and preventing us from calling you either. It's just with everything going on in our lives, it's easy to get in the rut and fall out of touch.
She's right. I care about my friends and want to maintain my relationships with them, but I also haven't gone out of my way to interact with them. Sure, it's hard to meet in person. Even this birthday get-together took a bit of luck and finagling with all our work schedules. But like Natsuki said, I could take the initiative and call or text them more often. No, I should take the initiative to do that more often. Okay, everyone. If you're all okay with it, how about I set all of us up in a group chat or email list? That way we can all keep in touch with each other, no matter how out of sync our schedules may get.
That's a really good idea. Yeah, I think so too. Sign me up.
Indeed, I would appreciate us staying in better contact with each other. Great! I hate to say this, but I need to run in order to make it to my next class. But it's been really nice talking to all of you. I'll be sure to set us all up on the chat tonight, and I look forward to hearing more from everyone. We all say goodbye, and I then hang up the phone. I check my battery to see how low it is. That was a very long call for me.
You're back already?
He gives Sayori a quick kiss.
Yeah, we just went out to lunch together. We didn't have time for anything else. Speaking of which, I need to leave now or I'll be late for work. Okay, I'm glad you were able to come.
Yes, it would not have been nearly as much fun without you. I just wish we'd had time to discuss Parfait Girls.
Don't remind me. I haven't had the chance to read the last 2 issues. But I'll definitely do so and we'll talk about it on the phone or something. I really gotta run though, see ya!
Natsuki takes off at a brisk jog. I hope she isn't late for work.
Hey, did you want to come in for a bit and visit more?
Well, that does sound fun. I should really work on my homework.
Homework?
Yuri started taking classes at the community college last week. I told you all about it, remember?
No, first I've heard about it.
Maybe I forgot to tell you.
That's okay. It's not a big deal. I'm only taking a few after work, but between that and my job, finding time for homework is difficult. So as much as I've enjoyed being with you today, I really shouldn't waste this opportunity to work on it.
We understand. Good seeing you, Yuri.
Yeah, good seeing you again. October, year 3. If I recall, this is the last day we saw in the demo.
Finally, my work shift is over. I'm so eager to leave tonight, I quickly clock out, grab my purse, and head towards the door.
You're in an unusual rush tonight. Got any special Friday night plans?
I blush. Yes, sorry, I need to get home.
You're fine. Hurry up and get out of here.